What's going on, guys? Dwayne here with my investment journey, and I am back again for another video. This is actually a live stream. So as you guys are coming into this video, please feel free to smash the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe because I talk about how to start investing in the stock market and I show you my investment journey. So in this live stream, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of staying consistent investing in the stock market. There are a lot of videos and a lot of conversation going on in regards to the stock market. And then of course there's the whole cryptocurrency, which is a totally different beast that I'm not yet familiar. And I'm pretty slow to kind of get into the crypto space just because I just recovered from being down basically a year ago. I was down $63,000 in the stock market. So of course, whenever you have that type of experience, it's a little bit tricky to dive headfirst into something that's new. So anyway, I want to talk about the importance of being consistent when it comes to the stock market. In addition to being consistent, it's also important to be patient in regards to the stock market and investing. I have certainly had my fair share of ups and downs in regards to the market. Currently, I'm up, so of course that's always exciting and it's easy to share when things are going well. It's not always easy to be transparent when things are not going well. As a matter of fact, I decided to create this channel January of 2021. And at the time that I created this channel, I took a picture of what my portfolio was valued at. And at that particular time, it was valued around $163,000, which is definitely a lot of money, but it wasn't the amount of money that I had invested. I have invested since May of 2020. I have invested $241,000, almost $42,000. And so that was in May of 2020. No, I did not invest all that money initially right in May of 2020, but since May of 2020, I have deposited into my Robinhood account $242,000. And I found myself October of 2020 being down $63,000. And at that time, I felt like, should I just lick my wounds, take my losses, and just say F the stock market and just kind of give up? Which is very interesting because it's very important for you guys to have solid investments. And when it comes to the stock market, there's a lot to learn, but it really just kind of depends on how you would like to invest. You can be very successful and be very hands-off in regards to investing, where you don't have to go to an investment firm and pay somebody a bunch of money to invest your money for you because you don't have the knowledge and you don't have the patience and you don't have the time, and maybe you don't even care about learning how to invest in the stock market or what type of investments you should have. If you're somebody that's totally brand new to investing, one of the easiest types of things to invest in would be an ETF. Which basically ETF stands for exchange traded funds, and you can buy and sell an ETF like you buy and sell shares in a particular stock. But most ETFs is a combination of companies. It's a basket, a bouquet, if you will, of companies. It's not just one company. So of course you can always choose to invest directly with Apple if you want, or you can invest with Walmart or whatever. That's one specific company. An ETF is going to be several companies. I mean, it could be anywhere from 10 companies to over 3,000 companies if you invest in the total stock market, which is definitely going to be over 3,000 companies. We're talking about in the US. Of course, you can invest in an international ETF as well. There's a lot of options here. By the way, you guys, this is a live video. So if you're watching this video, please feel free to comment in the live stream in the comment section, because this is actually a live video. I see that we have one comment right now and one thumbs up. Be sure to smash the thumbs up. It's an easy way to support this video and this channel, and I would love to have that support. So be sure to smash the thumbs up if you haven't already. I see that we have 7 viewers. Once again, this is a live stream. Just say hi in the live comment section just so I can see who's in the house. I like to know who's watching, and it keeps me motivated to continue to upload content like this. Of course, there are a buttload of people on YouTube talking about the stock market, and there's a bunch of gurus out here. I'm nowhere close to a guru, but I have been able to recover the money that I was down this time last year, and I'm also in the green. Now, of course, Tesla is insanely responsible. Tesla and Apple is responsible for that, and Tesla and Apple is the largest of my portfolio. I think Apple's like 39% and Tesla's like 34%. I'm sure somebody that's a guru or some expert has something to say about that, but that's the beauty about the stock market. It's not like there's one way to skin the cat as far as success is concerned and as far as getting a good return on your investment. So once again, if you're a newbie, one of the best things to do is to invest in an ETF. And I have shared this before in the past. What I'm going to do real quickly is I'm going to share my current portfolio with you guys and where I stand. James, what's going on, bro? I see James is in the chat. We got James in the building. James, I appreciate the support. Thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping by this channel and showing love and support. I really appreciate that. Once again, be sure to comment in the live stream. This is a live stream, so if you're watching this, you can definitely comment. And of course, if you're watching the replay, meaning it's not a live stream, you can still comment, okay? Of course, if you guys have any questions, I'll try my best to kind of answer. Once again, I'm not anywhere close to being a pro or an expert or anything like that. I'm just the average person showing my experience in regards to the stock market. And as I'm learning and making my mistakes, you guys will have the benefit of that. And you can hopefully see and learn from my mistakes, as far as like things that you should be avoiding. Okay, so I'm going to share my computer screen with you guys right now. Okay, there we go. So on the screen, and even today has been wild. That's the thing about the stock market, is like today has been quite interesting. So right now we're in after hours. I'm in Houston, so I'm Central Time Zone. As you can see, my portfolio is up today, $4,000 right here. And then of course in the after hours, it's down currently $697. So today's been interesting. I mean, you can see right here, right? Like you have my journey today in the stock market. We have pre-market, which for me is 8 a.m. to 8:30 in Houston, Central Time Zone once again. And as you can see here in pre-market, my portfolio was valued at $279,000. And then of course you see the journey that my portfolio went on. So 8:30, the market opened. Of course, I went up, I went down, down to 280. Then I went up again to 280, $780. Then of course I was down here today. My low is $279,309. And then of course, because of Tesla and Apple, I think mostly Tesla, it shot up quite a bit here towards the end of the day, where I was up 279, not up 279, but I was up 300 and something bucks. And then out of nowhere, we shot all the way up here to where we are now, which is $283,000. Now, guys, this is insanely exciting for me personally, just because in life and in investing, there are it's very tricky, because if you're not careful, because you want to be successful and you want to find different ways to make money, you may find yourself being pulled in a lot of different directions. And you have to be careful about that, because you can kind of be ADD when it comes to what you should be doing with your money. There's nothing wrong with being diversified. Don't get me wrong, right? You can have stocks, you can have whatever, crypto, you can do as much as you want to do, okay? But sometimes you can spread yourself thin. So as far as I'm concerned, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the stock market thing and try to figure this out. and see if this is going to work for me. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. I want to show you guys what's going on with Apple and Tesla for me, because I decided last year, August the 31st, 2020, Apple and Tesla split. And at that time, I sold basically a lot of my positions, probably the majority of my positions, and grabbed some shares to free up my money and grab shares with Apple and Tesla. And I'm very, very glad that I did that. I'm going to say what's up to the people in the live stream real quick, and then I'll jump and show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so we have Miss Davis in the building, says, hey, Dwayne and everyone, I'm here for the journey. My journey is off to a slow start right now. I'm trying to be patient and disciplined. Man, that's tough. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really interesting, because while I was down to $63,000, right, as my portfolio was going up and down, but eventually itching up little by little by little, you know, that is success. And so I've mentioned before, like, a lot of people, myself included, we undermine and we undervalue the success, even if it's on a smaller scale, right? And so if I talk about when I started to build my YouTube channel and just how I'm building this channel, getting success on a small level should be celebrated, because it's success. It's just on a smaller scale. You're just not big and grand yet, but eventually you will be, and you'll get more momentum. And hopefully, as you continue to make better choices, you'll continue to have momentum as well. But I'm going to share what's going on with my portfolio with you guys, of course. We have Ronetta, hope I said that right, says hello from Wilmington, North Carolina. Thank you, man, for stopping by. I appreciate you very much. We have Golden Child in the building. He says, what do you mean? He says, man, I watch your videos from time to time. Keep grinding, keep going. You done made hella progress. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the kind words. Of course, there's a lot of people on this thing we call the internet, and this wonderful platform we call YouTube that's very opinionated, and it's not always a positive thing. We got Brown and Beachy in the building. Be sure to go to her channel and subscribe, you guys. She has her own YouTube channel, so feel free to stop by her channel and subscribe to her channel as well. She says, hey, Dwayne, I'm looking to start trading. I recently took a class. Seems so confusing. Do you find it confusing too? Confusing, no, because the way that I trade, I just keep it simple. You know, I try to buy low and sell high. There's so many different ways to make money in the stock market. I don't know anything about options. I don't know anything about shorting a stock, where you buy here and you know, or you feel that the price is going to go down. And so people make money by buying low and selling high. People also make money by buying here and selling here. And then, of course, they make money by trading options. I don't know anything about buying high and selling low, and I don't know anything about options. But it's a pretty simple concept, kind of, sort of. I think when you're getting started, it's very important to kind of know how you want to invest, right? Are you looking to make a little extra money? That can get a little bit tricky, because you would have to be really good at watching a stock and feeling like you've learned a lot by watching and getting enough practice where you're practicing trading with a paper account. You can practice trading with a paper account where supposedly you have X amount of dollars. It's not real money. And you can practice buying and selling shares that way. But that type of investing is quite interesting, because you can kind of build up some false sense of courage and false sense of, like, I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm in control. And I'm guilty, by the way. I'm guilty of these things that I'm talking about. And you know, you can kind of get caught up. But if you were investing for the long term and investing because you know that the stock market is going to give you between 8 to 14% return every single year for the most part on average, then you basically can treat the stock market and some of your investments as a savings account. You know, like a lot of people, myself included, we save our money, and I saved my money for a long time. I remember there was a point where I had like maybe $80,000 in the bank, and of course I felt really good about it. And my aunt was like, I was talking to her, and she was like, what are you doing? Like, why is that money just sitting there? That money's doing nothing, you know? And she was like, you need to buy some properties or something. And so that's when I was like, I guess I could look into the stock market thing. So yeah, it can be confusing, but there's so many different ways to make money in the market. And I think one of the easiest ways to make money is like a set it and forget it approach. And I think an ETF is one of the best ways that you can do that, just because you're diversified. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. All right. So we got James in the building, says, Dwayne, are you holding any crypto? A teeny tiny bit. I had a small position with Dogecoin that I sold recently to take a little bit of profit. And it was a very tiny bit of profit, maybe like $200. It was nothing. And then I made a bonehead move and bought some Shiba Inu. I don't even know how you pronounce it. I bought some of those, and I actually have a very, very big position with that. Because after a while, after you play with some money and get a little bit of profit, like I kind of have some profits on my Webull account. So I was like, I'm up, a couple of G's. I'm going to throw this at the Shiba Inu situation, or however you pronounce it, forgive me. And so we'll just kind of see what happens. But that's the only position that I have right now that's crypto related. Everything else is stock market and ETFs. And like I said, I'll show you guys that in a second. Brown and Beachy says, yes, that's the class I took. Options. It was confusing. The geeks, the Greeks. She says, in the money, out of the money, and all the other lingo. Took a 3-day class. It was good, but a lot of new information. I currently invest in index funds and ETFs. Yeah, the index funds are definitely easier. The thing about options and any other type of investing, especially if you're aggressive, you can make a lot of money quickly, but you can also lose a lot of money quickly. So I'm good. I'm just gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is, like, someone else with great knowledge about investing can take my portfolio and turn it into several $1 million. I don't have that knowledge, so I'm gonna take the slow route to get to my several million. That's gonna take me a lot of years, and that's okay with me because it's safe and sound, and I just don't have the patience to learn new things, and I don't know that I want to take that risk, to be honest with you. We got Mr. Sunjohn144 says, great content. Thanks for the perspective. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you stopping by and always dropping positivity into the live stream and videos as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give me 1 second here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you guys my portfolio once again, and I'm going to also show you kind of like my position with Apple and Tesla. So here is my screen. I'm sharing my screen. So we're on the desktop version of Robinhood, which I have the majority of my portfolio. I do have a smaller chunk of money on Webull, but right here you can see 1D on the screen here where the mouse is. You can see 1D for 1 day, 1W for 1 week. I'll click on that just to show you guys. So in the last week, my portfolio has gone up $11,000. Clearly, that's ridiculously awesome. The last month is also ridiculous. The last month, my portfolio has gone up $39,000. You can see that here, $40,000. Of course, this is going to be moving because the market's still active. So in the last month, my account has gone up $40,000. Now, a lot of that is, like I said, because of Tesla, because Tesla has been on steroids recently, and I wish I had a bigger position, but that's okay. The last 3 months, my account is sitting at $43,000. The last year, my account is up $98,000. So just to give you guys an idea of that, you can see here my account on November the 3rd. Today is November the 3rd. November the 3rd, 2020, my account was valued at $186,000. And then, of course, now today, what is it? What does it say? 186. Yeah, 180. So what? Oh, wait a minute. Let me get it right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Yep, 186. And right now it's 283, almost up $100,000. Now, I definitely want to take the time to show you my all-time. So this is basically any money that I've ever deposited into Robinhood. I like to show you guys that way back here. Okay, let me just start with May 2020. So since May of 2020, I have put into my account $241,000. If you look at the top left, underneath the $241,000, you see it says negative $4,399. That is because way back in 2016 and 2017, I invested some money here, and it was basically like $4,300. And then right here, you see nothing from, like June 2017. I completely stopped because I had lost $4,300, almost $4,400. And I was like, I'm good, I'm a chill. So I didn't do anything from 2017 all the way to 2020. So that's why you see negative $4,399. Now, if I take the cursor off, it's showing you my all-time return since I've ever put 1 cent into my Robinhood account. I'm actually up right now $37,000, which I am insanely grateful for. But I have to bring attention to, once again, the fact that right here on October the 30th of 2020, the top left, my account was valued at $182,000, and I was down negative $63,000. Okay, I want to show that because that's very important. At that particular time, when I was down $63,000, I felt like an absolute idiot because I was like, yo, you should have just paid your student loans. You know what I'm saying? Like, your student loans is less than $63,000. That would have been a better use for your money. And, you wouldn't feel like an absolute tool right now because you're down 63 G's. But I was able to make some good decisions. And as a result of that, I'm doing good right now. Once again, a lot of that is because of Tesla. I'm going to show you guys once again my current position with Tesla and Apple because they are the biggest chunk of my portfolio. Please be sure to smash the thumbs up in this video. I see we have 12 people in the live stream and 10 thumbs up. If you have any questions or if you just want to comment, I'd love to see who's in the stream. Just say hi in the comment section. This is a live stream, just so I can see and feel good and be like, yay, I got a new person in the live stream. So once again, I'm going to show you guys my position with Apple and Tesla because they're responsible for getting me out the doghouse. Okay, so let me share my screen again. All right, so we're on my screen here, and you guys can see on the right-hand side of the screen here, I'm going to scroll down to Apple and Tesla. I'll open Apple and Tesla in a separate tab, and then I'll show you what's going on there. So I am invested in individual stocks except for VYM, which is a dividend ETF from Vanguard. And then I am also invested in VGT, which I will open. That is a VGT is an information technology ETF. And then VUG is also another Vanguard ETF, and that one is a growth ETF. Okay, so let me show you my position with Apple and Tesla. My portfolio went up today because Apple went up quite a bit, and so did Tesla. So right here you can see my investment with Apple. Currently, my current market value is $94,000, which is really, really cool. And my total return since I invested with Apple, which was, like I said, initially August 2020 when they had a split, you can see my average cost here is $126.65 per share. My total return with Apple, I couldn't be more happy. I'm up 19%, which is $15,000. So if we subtract 94, let's do easy math, 94,000 minus 15, just for easy math, I basically invested $79,000 with Apple, and I'm up $15,000 in basically a year and a couple of months because I really started investing back in August of 2020. And I'll show you guys that just because I want to be a little transparent. So you can see here, let's click on show more, and then I'll click on order. And you can see here, eventually it'll pull it up. Here we go. So order, we're looking. I bought a buttload of shares on August the 31st because that's when they split. You see here I bought $54,000 worth of shares. $125.55 was the price. And then September 4th, I bought another $469 worth of shares because it dropped down to 117 bucks. I bought another $6,700 worth of shares because it dropped down $116 because I know that Apple's going to go back up. or at least I assumed. I bought some more shares on, with $106. Then I grabbed some more shares here, another $7,400. Bought another full share here on the 17th of February. These are basically my orders, okay? And then the last amount that I bought was September the 10th. And in true fashion, when I buy something, the price goes down. So I bought for $149 on September the 10th, and then of course the price went down quite a bit. So September the 10th, I bought for $149, and let me show you what happened, right? So let's do the last 3 months. So September the 10th, right? I bought for $149 on September the 10th, I think I said. Okay, September the 10th, okay, I bought for $149, and look what happened right after I bought. It dropped down to 142. It dropped way down to 139. You know what I mean? I could have grabbed some more shares there. But anyway, so that happens all the time. Every time I buy something, it goes down. Okay, so that's with Apple. So I'm up 15%. Like, that's super duper dope. And then Tesla kind of make me sick because I'm like, yo, I should have invested the $79,000 with Tesla instead of Apple. All right, so we're looking at my position with Tesla right now. So you can see my market value is $84,000. Today's return alone it's up $2,600, okay, which is quite a bit. And then my total return, which is really, really sick right here, you can see my total return. I'm up 144%. Okay, I'm up $50,000 because Tesla's on steroids. Okay, I actually have a Tesla, and my Tesla, I think it was like $55,000, and so it's really neat to like own a Tesla. But like basically, my returns on Tesla is kind of the money that I've spent buying a Tesla, which is like really, really dope. So as you guys can see, Tesla is 30% of my portfolio, while Apple is 33% of my portfolio. So those two are huge. One of the things that I like when I talk about the ETFs and I show you guys, and of course I'm just going to continue to harp on ETFs because they're very, very powerful. One of the things that I like when it comes to ETFs is when you look at what an ETF is comprised of, or a specific ETF, and it shows you the top 10 holdings. In a way, they're giving you the answer to the test. They're giving you the formula to solve the equation, and that equation is to be successful. So it's actually quite interesting. I think, in a way, it's a snapshot of what you should consider investing, because if there's an ETF and they're telling you, hey, this is the top 10 position, and this is almost half of the percentage out of the companies, like let's say there are 300 companies, and they're saying these top 10 companies is basically almost 50% out of 300 companies that this ETF makes up. You should definitely be looking at those companies because you need to freaking consider investing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. All right, so I got some comments here in the chat. Let me see who's in the building. What's going on, Leo? Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the video, man. Thanks for taking the time to comment. And thank you guys for taking the time to smash the thumbs up. I see we have 8 viewers right now because this is a live stream, so the viewers are going to fluctuate up and down. We have 8 viewers and 14 thumbs up. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up, please smash the thumbs up in this video. Then we got my brother, Points Blank Travel. This is his YouTube channel. He has a couple of channels. This one, Points Blank Travel, talks about credit cards and kind of how to build credit and points, and of course it talks about traveling as well. So be sure to go to his channel and subscribe. And then he also has a finance channel which is called Points Blank Finance. You can go to that channel and subscribe to that channel as well. He's talking about investing, and I think it's always cool to get different people's and by people's I mean other YouTubers' perspective on the same subject matter, because as a whole you win. When you have multiple heads are always better than one, and more perspectives are always better than just one person's perspective. So be sure to go check him out. He says, "What's good, D? I thought you were kidding about doing a live stream here. LOL, I just finished a video too. The grind doesn't stop." Yes, sir. No, you know what? What's funny is I actually went back to the gym today. I worked out this morning, and today I've been bonkers. Like, I went to the gym Shoot, look, I'll show you guys right here. I went to the gym a couple of times today. So right now I completed a workout before I started this live stream. So look, I'll show you guys. Look at this. Oh man, my phone, my watch locked up because it's not on my wrist, even though I just put the password in. I don't know. Okay, I won't show y'all nothing because it's got to be on my wrist, and I got to work it out. I don't know if I'm that smart. Let me see if I can do it. But yeah, I basically did. I had some gym time this morning, and then I went back to the gym again this afternoon before the live stream. So I did like a 30-minute session. I don't feel like twisting my wrist to show y'all. It ain't that serious. But yeah, I went to the gym twice today, which is really, really cool because I guess I have a lot of energy, and I had some cookies last night. I had some late night cookies, which kind of kept me up, I guess. I didn't know that eating food late keeps you up, but I think I learned that lesson last night. I could not sleep. It sucked. So anyway, we got TYP Cam says Tesla going crazy. I love investing, but my portfolio still kind of small. Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, everybody's portfolio has to start somewhere. Like, you know, when I started investing, especially back in 2016, when I didn't know what the hell I was doing, you know, for me to put basically $4,300 into investing, that was a lot of money for me, and that was definitely a lot of money for me back then. The reason why I started to invest back then was straight up to kind of help expedite paying off my child support, because at one point I owed $21,000 worth of child support. So I was like, okay, I got to pay this child support off, and my motivation to pay it off was I was trying to renew my passport. You know, I was paying child support, you know, life was good, and then life wasn't good, and I didn't work for like a year, and my child support, you know, accumulated. So I was like, okay, I needed to renew my passport because I wanted to go to Canada. But when my passport expired, I was like, I don't need my passport right now, and I'm not traveling right now. I renew it later. And so when I tried to renew my passport, I had to learn the hard way that, like, yo, if you owe more than $2,500 in Texas, you cannot renew your passport. So of course I didn't know that. I should have renewed it when it expired, but because I wasn't traveling, I was like, I'll do it later. Because, you know, typical man, I procrastinated and played myself. So I was like, okay, I got to get rid of this child support because I have to be able to see my grandma. And my grandma's actually going to be 96 years old this December the 4th. Love that woman. She's a very big deal. So much so that, like I said, that was my main motivation to pay off my child support. And I sacrificed saving money from 2017 to 2021. Not 2021, 2017 to 2019. And at the time that I paid it off, it was $19,000. So I paid off $19,000. I saved up $19,000. I was aggressive. I was so determined because I needed to get to Canada. I needed to get my passport so I can travel. And I remember going to the bank. It's weird. You saved all this damn money. And for me, it was $19,000 at the time. And I went to the bank. You know, I've never touched $19,000 in my hand, right? And I went to the bank and I got a cashier's check for like $19,210.55, something like that. Or maybe it was $255.10. I don't know. Or $210.55, whatever. And I got the cashier's check and I paid off my back child support. So for me, investing started back in 2016 as a way to try to expedite, you know, to getting rid of this child support, but I failed miserably. So I hear you on the small account, but if you invest your money with good, solid companies, you know what I'm saying, such as an Apple, such as Walmart, such as Coca-Cola, such as Pepsi, such as McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, such as Facebook, such as Amazon, such as Google, you know, such as Microsoft. There's so many solid companies here in the U.S. And if you don't want to invest in an individual company, you can certainly invest in an ETF, which is a collection of companies. And I'll show you guys that in just a second. Sean, what's going on, bro? Says, hey, Dwayne, hope you're doing great. Hey, man, I appreciate seeing you, Sean. I love seeing people from my other channel come in and support this channel. It means a lot to me, you guys. Thank you so much. The Rob Father says, is there a yearly fee for holding an ETF? Of course, there are normally expense fees for having an ETF. And for me, for the ones that I have, and I have three, I have VYM, I have VUG, and VGT. And I can show you guys that in just a second. We got Robert says, yo, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, sir. Brown and Beachy says, you went to the gym too? Gonna do doubles for the next month or so. I wish I could do doubles for the next month or so. It's kind of funny because I'm 43 now, and like 10 years ago, it was nothing for me to do, 2 intense workouts, one in the morning, once in the evening. And I'm talking just cardio, okay? Because I can't fool with weights. When I fool with weights, I want to eat everything in sight. And yeah, so I just do cardio. But like, I think maybe when I was around 38, 39 or so, I started to like slow down, like, chill. You don't need to be working yourself to death. But today I felt good because I did like an hour and 15 minutes this morning. And then I was like, I'll just go back and do another 30 minutes. I feel pretty good. And I had those cookies last night. You know what I'm saying? So I should have all the energy because I had cookies and milk at late o'clock. Let's see. Angela, what's going on, girl? Angela says, hey, Dwayne, I'm watching from Baltimore, Maryland. Angela, thank you so much for stopping by. We got another supporter from my other channel. The Rob Father says, I work in Baltimore. All right. Brown and Beachy says, yes, eating late can mess up the circadian rhythm. Okay. Best not to eat after the sun goes down. I didn't really know that. Brown and Beachy says, wow, you are driven, Dwayne. That's impressive. When it comes to finances, that's impressive. Yeah, you know what? I can be hyper focused. When I set my mind to something and it's super important to me, I could be insanely focused, and don't get me wrong, like I have money in my Webull account and I'm always questioning, should I have that money doing something else? I'm always thinking, my mind never stops, and I'm always thinking about the future, and I'm definitely always thinking about finances. And it's interesting, because it's hard when I get hyper focused. It's hard to kind of find a balance there, but I'm trying to do my thing. All right, so let me show you guys. I want to talk about the expense fee because the Rob Father mentioned, he says, is there a yearly fee for holding an ETF? Okay, so let me show you basically how it works here. I'll show you guys my portfolio on Robinhood when I get there. Okay, so let me go back to currently my portfolio, which right now it's gone up since I started the video. Let me show you. Let me share my screen real quick. So it's gone up since I started the video because I think I was down like since after hours. I think I was down like negative $400. So now I'm down negative $215. Okay, so I'm gonna open up VYM real quick and show you guys. They have an expense ratio, and that's how you kind of determine the fee. So this is my position with VYM, which is a Vanguard high dividend yield ETF. I don't have a big position with this, but my return is pretty good. So as you can see, right now it's trading for $109.99. My average cost per share is $90.28. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was kind of like researching. It was like somebody said, this is a good one. And so I was like, all right, cool. So I invested. My total return, as you guys can see here, is $229.07. I'm actually up 21%, which you can't argue with that. That's effing awesome. I don't have a lot of money going towards this. My market value is only $1,200. So I've only invested basically like $900 towards this, but my return is good. Okay, so let me show you guys the expense ratio. It's definitely different than looking at the app. Okay, right here, expense ratio. So it says 0.06%. So this is basically for every $10,000 you have invested with this particular ETF, it's going to be $6. Okay, so that's $6 for having invested $10,000. It's $6 a year. And I don't even know how many company is in this particular ETF. Like, that's the crazy part. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it with Vanguard real quick. What is the ticker symbol? VYM. Okay, so I'm pulling it up right here to kind of show you guys. So this is on the Vanguard website, and it tells you the risk level. It's a 4 out of a 5, as you guys can see there. Then I love this. They give you the hypothetical. If you invested $10,000 10 years ago, it would be worth today, right now, $33,000, basically 3 times your money. Okay, let's look at how many companies are in this particular ETF, and this is basically a dividend centered ETF. It's kind of geared towards paying dividends. So you can see here it says number of stocks 411. Okay, and then of course the top 10 holdings, makes up 23.9%. So it tells you who the top 10 companies are. You got JP Morgan Chase, Johnson & Johnson, Home Depot, Procter & Gamble, Bank of America, Comcast Corp, ExxonMobil, Pfizer, Cisco, and Verizon. Now, we know all these companies. There are 411 companies. So basically, when you invest, let's say you invested $1, that $1 is going to be split 411 times, and the top companies, this top 10 companies, is going to be basically 23.90%. Okay, of your investment. Okay, so that's this particular ETF. So that's $6 for every $10,000 you have invested. It's a $6 fee for the year. The next one that I have is VUG, and VUG is a Vanguard Growth ETF. If I pull up the Vanguard website, and give me 1 second, let me show you guys what the expense ratio is. So the expense ratio for this one is 0.04, which is $4 for every $10,000 you have invested. And then of course VGT, which is an information technology ETF from Vanguard. The expense ratio is 0.10. So for every $10,000 you have invested, it's going to be $10. So, excuse me, that is $10 for the year. I currently have invested $27,000 with this one, and my return is, I'm up 6%. I initially bought in October. So you can see here my order. Let me show you guys. Show more real quick. I did a buy here in August. I'm kidding. I invested in August $20,000, and then August 18th another $6,000, and that's it. So currently I'm up in this position. It's currently, my return is currently $1,804. So I'm up 6.92%. Let me show you guys here the other 2 ETFs and kind of why I like them, and show you guys the top 10 companies of those particular ETFs. Give me a second as I upload it here. VUG and VGT. Give me a second here, and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys first VUG. Excuse me. By the way, if you haven't smashed a thumbs up in this video, please smash the thumbs up. I love the support. Okay, so VUG, this says Vanguard Growth ETF, right? So that means that the main purpose of this one is to actually grow. I think it's very smart to have different types of investments. I have stocks that pay me dividend, that I'm more focused on the dividend payments, but I also have stocks that are going to grow over time and will pay a little bit of dividends. So this particular ETF is focused on growth. So these companies are going to be companies that are probably going to grow, and they're not necessarily going to be heavy on the dividend payment side. Okay, so let me show you guys here. All right, so on my screen you see once again the risk potential. This is a 4 out of a 5. If you had $10,000 invested 10 years ago, today it would be valued at $56,000. So that's 5 times your money, over 5 times your money. And currently there are 287 companies in this particular ETF. And look at this. The top 10 holdings make up 47.70%. The top 10 companies are Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet Inc., which is Google, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Nvidia, Visa, Home Depot, and Walt Disney Company. Now, most of those companies you're going to know. The average person is going to know every single one of these except for NVIDIA. You may not know that company, video graphics, and I'm sure they probably do other things that I don't know about, but I know about them from the video graphics standpoint. So basically, if you have $100, your $100 would be split 287 different ways, and $47.70 out of that $100 would go towards these top 10 companies. Once again, when they show you who the top 10 holdings are, in a way, they're showing you the formula. They're showing you the answers to the tests. They believe so much in these companies that this has the biggest portion out of the 287 companies that make up this particular ETF. Okay, so I like VUG quite a bit. I just got a position with them, and I got that position actually in August. Okay, and I'll show you guys real quickly when I made purchase with VUG and what's occurred since I made that purchase. Okay, so we're loading here eventually, real slow. So I'm actually up more with VUG than I am with VGT. So right now my total return is up 10.98%, which is $1,311. And I will scroll down and show you guys when I ordered. Okay, so look at my history. History right here. This is the only history that I have with them because I made one purchase, which was October the 4th for $11,944.58. And this is when I sold all my shares with AT&T because it wasn't doing anything. And I knew that I was going to be better served over here with this particular ETF. So VUG has been really good to me. All right. So looking at VGT, right? This is a 5 out of a 5, okay, with the risk level. And if you had invested $10,000 10 years ago, as of October the 31st, 2021, that $10,000 would be worth $76,000. 7 times your money. 7 times your money, okay? So I have invested, what, $26,000 with VGT. I don't have to get 7 times my money. I'll take 4. I'll take 3. You know what I'm saying? Because I have more than $10,000 invested. So if I get like a 4 times return on $20,000, thank you very much. I'll take that. Okay, this particular ETF has 342 companies in it. That's how many stocks are in it. And the top 10 holdings make up 57%. Okay, so if you had $100, $57.20 would go towards these top 10 companies. And the top 10 companies are Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Adobe, Salesforce, Cisco, and Intel. Okay, now this is a technology heavy driven ETF. Okay, and these companies basically they're gonna grow over time, which is why I have invested with them. I mean, once again, the hypothetical, if you had $10,000 invested back in 2011, that $10,000 would have earned you basically 7 times your money. And trust me, I feel like an absolute scrub for not knowing that. You know, that's the thing about life, is that there is no shortcut to learning or being exposed to information. There's like, it sucks. Like, a lot of us were like, man, I wish I had known, you know, what I know now. I wish I knew 10 years ago or 15 years ago or 20 years ago. You know, like, my son comes to my mind, and the reason why he comes to my mind is because my daughter's about to be 18 in February, so we haven't started investing with her account yet. But my son comes to my mind because he's 19, and I'm like, yo, if you just listen to me and be aggressive, by the time you're my age, by the time you're 43, you don't have to work for anybody. You can make your own choices. You're going to be free financially, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, not interested. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm trying to, you know, give him knowledge. And of course, I knew about the stock market, you know, maybe when I was like 25 or so, but information just wasn't as readily available And it just seems so far-fetched, you know. And that's the beauty of, like, now you can jump on an app and create an account for free and start investing for free. Now you can jump on YouTube and research until your little heart is content. You can go down a black hole in regards to researching, because everything's on YouTube. Everything is on the internet. And so there really isn't any excuse. You know, you guys are seeing the formula to be successful in the stock market. If you don't want to invest in individual companies, you can invest in ETFs. And for me personally, I double dip, right? You can see I have a very, very big position with Apple, right? Makes up 33% of my portfolio. But then I have investments with VGT and VUG, which Apple is their #1 company. It's in the top 10 companies. So like I'm basically invested in Apple 3 times. I got my individual situation, then I got VGT and VUG. Same thing with Tesla. I'm invested individually with Tesla, and then I'm also invested with VUG, which has Tesla as one of their top 10 holdings. So it's a lot more simple than you think. On this channel, I'm not gonna ever try to talk about hype and talk about making quick money. Now, of course, I will from time to time share my experiences with you guys, but one of the best ways to be successful in the stock market is just to invest in an ETF and just keep putting money in there. And if you want to invest in several types of ETF, of course, there is VOO, which is basically an ETF that mirrors the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the top 505 or 507 companies in the United States. And that's a good ETF to invest in, VOO. It's a Vanguard ETF. Of course, there are other companies that has their own version of ETFs. Fidelity is another great company that does not have an expense ratio. So I talked a little bit about the expense ratio, how like you might be paying $4 for every $10,000. If the expense ratio is 0.04% and you have $10,000 invested, you're going to be paying $4 for the year. Now, of course, if you're going to keep an ETF and hold it for 20, 30 years, of course, that $4 is going to compound and blah, blah, blah. And if you want to have a free situation where you can invest in the total stock market or into the S&P 500, you can go with Fidelity. Fidelity has a couple of ETFs that does not have a minimum requirement as far as you need X amount of dollars. I mean, you can buy $1 worth of shares in an ETF, just like you can buy $1 worth of share in regards to Apple or Tesla. Okay. The thing is, you don't have to start big. A lot of people, you know, they want to wait until like it's perfect and ideal. And don't get me wrong, I'm like that. I've been there before. I remember thinking I need to lose weight to go to the gym to start working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was so self-conscious, like, yo, I can't go to the gym at 240 pounds. 240 pounds is nothing. We got other people in the gym who are the real heroes, you know, 300, 400, 500 pounds, and they're in there grinding. And I'm talking about, I can't go to the gym at 240. Nah, I'm too fat. I need to get down to like 230 before I start working out. You know, we want things to be perfectly ideal before we start to invest. And it doesn't have to be, you know, start now, start small. You know what I'm saying? Build that consistent habit, build that pattern of being consistent and consistently contributing into that account, whether it's bi-weekly because you get paid bi-weekly or it's weekly because you get paid weekly. Be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, put that money in there. And if you're super skeptical, you know, because we have those people, you know, okay, just maybe if you're saving, maybe invest 50% of what you would normally save and put the other 50 in the bank. You know, if you want to be aggressive. You know, I want to be aggressive. You know, I'm trying to get to the promised land sooner than later. You know, the promised land for me is financial freedom. The promised land for me is generational wealth. And I am very confident now that, you know, through trial and error, failures and success, I'm in a position to do exactly those things, to create financial freedom and to create generational wealth for my kids, their kids, you know. And if we do it right, you know, I mean, like, everybody's going to be good. You know, I think it's always interesting because now when I see people that I think are rich or whenever I'm driving Uber and I'm in a very nice neighborhood and these houses are clearly $1 million homes. It's crazy because we have no idea where the money's coming from, what they do, what they've done, if somebody has set them up, as far as creating generational wealth, and now they're just like living off of somebody's portfolio because somebody took a chance, somebody took a risk, somebody had information. And that's what it's about. And there is no reason not to be successful in the United States of America. No reason. Like, none. There's too many ways to make money out here. There's too many ways to be successful. And it's interesting because like they don't teach us this stuff in school, and it wouldn't even matter if they did. Like, it really wouldn't. I'm sure in a way it would affect society because, of course, they want everybody to be a part of the rat race and work hard and keep your head down and work for 30 years and then retire because we need more worker bees, right? We need, a lot of people to kind of do the work and not that many people that are in the know, right? But if they teach this stuff in school, if they expose students to this in school, it still doesn't mean they're going to take action. I mean, there's a lot of people that watch videos like this on YouTube all day that don't take action. You might take action eventually, 5 years, 10 years down the line, which, I get it. We all move at our own pace, but it doesn't have to be the ideal situation for you to get started. Getting started with $5 as minimal as that is, as insignificant as that is, it's not insignificant. I've watched a lot of motivational videos on YouTube, and one of the things that I've heard in one of the videos is that your footprints to success are really footprints of success. Your footprints to success are really footprints of success, because success is something that occurs daily. It occurs moment by moment, not necessarily like 5 years from now, oh, I'm successful. No, the success is occurring in the every single day or weeks or month that led up to where you end up in the 5 years. Okay. Like if I want to be successful in regards to being more healthy, or if I want to lose weight, the success is taking place when I'm choosing to make a smart choice with what I put in my mouth today and tomorrow and the next day and the next week and the next weeks and the next month, right? That is when success is taking place. So that comment about your footprints to success are really footprints of success. And I'm like, that's huge. So once again, we undervalue the importance of getting success, even if it's on a very, very small scale. When I started my other YouTube channel and even this channel, and I was getting, I didn't have any subscribers. I did videos, right? And then of course, no subscribers. So like no subscribers today. And then I got 1 subscriber. Sweet. I got 1 subscriber today, especially when it was somebody that I didn't know. Let's go. You know what I mean? Then I didn't get another subscriber for another couple of days. Then maybe I got 3 subscribers one day, right? So that's success. Like it's not necessarily on some grand scale. It's not getting 300 subscribers a day, but it's success. And if you continue to do the work, it's going to grow. And if you continue to be consistent, the subscribers will be consistent. If you continue to be consistent, the growth will be consistent in regards to the stock market. So, that's kind of what I'm about. I see we have 15 people in the live stream. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up, please consider smashing this thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And let me know, say hi in the chat. Let me know this is live. So say hi in the chat. I'd like to see kind of who's in here. I like to see the names and the new faces. Brown and Beachy says, my Vanguard are VTSAX, VIT, VNQ, and VYM. They are doing very well. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely they are, especially if we were invested, this last year, because the stock market has recovered tremendously since then. So I hear you on that. D Bryant, what's going on, my bro? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, I'm loving the support from my other subscribers from my other channel. I love you guys for stopping by and supporting. D says, I have different brokerage accounts with different portfolio setups. I'm using Robinhood as 95% ETF with 2 to 3 single stocks. My other accounts are more diverse. Yes, sir. And of course, I was struggling with that because I was like, yo, I need to grab some ETFs and I need to, have a Fidelity account. And I just drug my feet, because I already had the majority of my investments with Robinhood. So I was like, I'm just going to chill. Everything kind of under one roof. I have a lot of my investment with Robinhood, and then I have some with Webull. Let's see here. Points Blank Travel says, D, I remember when I first mentioned VUG and you was dead set on VGT. Both are great ETFs though. Yeah, man, for sure. I definitely have you to thank. Big shout out to my boy Points Blank Travel. Also, his YouTube channel is Points Blank Travel and also Points Blank Finance. Be sure to check him out and subscribe. Definitely have you to thank, man. I'm glad I listened to you on those for sure. Brown and Beachy says, oh yes, I forgot I have VOO too. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you got the S&P 500. Let me see. Brown and Beachy says, yes, I've been there. I remember wanting to lose weight to look good in my workout outfit, then go to the gym, but it was just an excuse. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I definitely have gotten more focused. I know that like if I want to do something, if I want to accomplish something, it's going to take massive action, and I don't need to wait for a ideal situation to start. I need to just start. That's it. Period. Just start. When I was about to start my other YouTube channel, I remember like I was so like, I want to be perfect. I want to make sure I say all the stuff I want to say and talk about in this video. And I typed up this long, I don't want to call it a script, but it was basically everything I wanted to say. But, like it was so long, like I needed just bullet points. But at the time, I didn't really know a lot to feel comfortable to talk about. Like even with the stock market, I'm nowhere close to a guru, but I've learned, since I've been investing, and I feel more comfortable now talking about it than I did when I started my channel, obviously. And then, I'm just talking about my experience. That's why the channel is called My Investment Journey, because it's about my investment journey. Now, of course, I think others can benefit from it, and I think I can bring something to the table, which is why I created the channel, because it's always good to have another person's perspective and another voice out there. People subscribe to the channel because they subscribe to me. They subscribe to me as a person. They subscribe to me for whatever reason. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? For information, for similarities, for commonalities, you know what I'm saying? For uniqueness, whatever the reasons are, people subscribe to you, people like you because you're you. And so I think it's very important to have a voice out there, and it doesn't matter where you get the information from as long as you're successful. D says, talking about generational wealth, I'm giving my kids Fidelity accounts this Christmas along with my 2 nieces. I will be that person in my family that leaves a legacy. Yes, sir. There you go. Speaking of nieces, one of my nieces called me up, and we were talking because she was like, yeah, I want to know about investing and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. She's 19, same age as my son. I'm so proud of you. Let's go. We need some more rich people in this family. You know what I'm saying? So I hear you on that, man. Good stuff. Good for you. Angela says, indeed, financial knowledge is potential power. These are facts. Brown and Beachy says, facts. That's so true. Brown and Beachy says, yes, I made my goal to be 1 subscriber per day. My personal goal in life has always been to grow at least 1% per day. The journey has been amazing. Awesome. Oh man, look at this. We got my first super chat on this channel. Let's go. D, I appreciate the support, man. You are my very first super chat on the channel. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving the support. D basically says, game changer knowledge. Yo, I really appreciate it. You are my very first super chat. That's so cool because, you and I both, and everybody watching the video and everybody that will come back and watch the live stream, That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so if there's any questions, feel free to slap them into the comment section. I'll try my best to answer it. Once again, nowhere close to being a guru at all. Will never claim to be, but I definitely want to try to answer any questions that I can with the little knowledge that I have about the stock market. Give me 1 second. Yeah, once again, I'm waiting to see if anybody has any questions on this joint so I can answer your questions before I jump off. Let's look and see where my portfolio is right now. Let's see where we at. Okay, so it's gone down a little bit. Even like I said, since I last mentioned, I was in the after hours. I was down 215 bucks. Now I'm down 353 bucks. It just changed to 318 bucks. But I can't complain. I mean, my portfolio is up tremendously. I don't know what just happened. Look, did y'all see my account? My account disappeared. You see? Did y'all see that? I literally went to negative $282,000. I'm not sure. Robinhood clearly has a glitch right now because that is bonkers. It's like, wait, what just? Hello? What just happened? See that? That is wild. Don't have me freaking out on my live here, my little live stream. Not sure what happened there, but hopefully that'll get resolved pretty soon. I'm gonna stop sharing that with y'all because, you know, I might be freaking out. Wait, what? What happened to my account? Why am I negative $282,000 all of a sudden? Dude, that is wild. Something's definitely going on with Robinhood. Hopefully they'll rectify that pretty soon because I don't like it. Damn. It's only showing my current buying power, which is basically the balance that I have in my account on Robinhood. Not exactly sure what's going on. Let's see if I have an email or something. No email yet. Hopefully that's a glitch. Hopefully that's a glitch. Yikes. Yee. Brown and Beachy says, do you have videos of live trading? I will go back and look. No, ma'am, I do not. I'm definitely not that confident to jump on here and show any kind of live trading. I'm not that caliber of trader. I don't know that I would ever feel comfortable doing that. You know, I feel like I could do it at some point, but I don't know. I'm not worried about it right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, exactly. Brown and Beachy says, yes, I just checked my Robinhood and looks like I'm broke. LOL. Yeah, it's definitely not cool. Like, that's just so funny that I'm doing this video. And of course, like, you know, there's this big controversy about Robinhood and like you shouldn't be trading on Robinhood and Robinhood is trash and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely a lot of opinions about Robinhood and like, you know, getting a real brokerage account. So yeah, that's just kind of wild that literally that happened right here on the screen with you guys. Of course, you know, I don't have there's nothing there. I don't have anything. I don't have any positions anywhere with anything. So hopefully, like I said, that's a glitch and it's going to get worked out and they're going to put all my money back. So right here, look, here we go. You know, there's nothing going on there in my account. Apollo Knight says, I only have my crypto money. LOL. Yeah, I don't have any positions with crypto right now, but the $1,700 that I have in my balance is from when I sold Dogecoin. So, yeah, That is quite interesting. Like I said, hopefully they're going to resolve it pretty soon. Wow, I see we have 17 people in the building and 21 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for stopping by this channel and this live stream, this video. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Smash the thumbs up in this video. I love that support. I love that we have 21 thumbs up. That means a lot to me, and it's very encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like, this channel started because I want to show people how to be successful. I want to also show my journey, but I want to show, you know, also the ugly side of it. You know, of course, I did not start this channel when I was down $63,000, but I think it's quite interesting because my channel, the profile picture to my channel is basically showing what my account balance was when I created the channel. All right, cool. So it's back up right now. That's good. Backup is good. Yay, my money's back in my account. Look, you guys. Look, everybody. My money's back. So of course it's still kind of screwy today. The 1 day is still kind of screwy. Let's see. The 1 year is 1 week is right. 1 month. Okay, so everything else is right, but it's still kind of screwy for today. So, yay, my money's back. I got money again. Yay. But yeah, the profile pic of this channel is what my portfolio was valued at when I started, and I did that on purpose, you know, because it's a timestamp, you know, and I think that's really cool to be able to do that, to kind of show, you know, exactly where I was when I started my journey. I think that's dope. Like, I'm gonna show you guys here. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys right here. You guys can see. I'm gonna zoom up. I'm gonna zoom up. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom up, right? Okay, here it is right there. This is my profile pic right here, and it says investing $163,000. I started this channel August 10th, 2021. I don't know when I took this picture. Of course, I can check in my phone. But I made this my profile pic because I wanted to kind of see where I was at the time. And I'm glad that I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm up $100,000, you know, plus 100,000 plus. I mean, that's huge. I mean, I'm trying to go look here and see when I created it, but I'm not having any luck just because I'm curious. Maybe I zoomed past it. I'm going back the other way to see if I can find the picture when I made this profile. Maybe I deleted it. Dang. That boy deleted it? Come on, man. I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep, January 10th. Wow, that's when I made the profile, this pic right here. I have it in my phone. I made it on January 10th, which is when I created the channel. Look at this. Let me get back over here so I can see my face, or not my face, but see what I'm showing y'all. Look at this. At the top of the screen. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second there. At the top of the screen, you guys can see January 10th at 12:37 p.m. on January 10th. No, my phone screen is not cracked. My screen protector is cracked. It's been cracked for a long time too. I should replace that mug. But I think that's really dope. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I can go back in here and see what's what. And that's the beauty, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Angela says, I just checked my account and I'm only showing buying cash. Well, yeah, hopefully, like Brown and Beachy said, it's good now. Mine is good now too. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna wrap this stream. I appreciate you guys stopping by, even the people that didn't take the time to comment, which is fine. You don't have to comment. I just like to see people comment just because I want to see who's watching, and I like to see, you know, people's profile pictures and the names of who's watching. But I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching this particular live stream. If you're watching this live stream back on the replay, I appreciate you watching all the way to this part of the video, because we are an hour and 13 minutes in this video so far. And if you've made it over here, you've made it through a couple of ads. Thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You watched a couple of ads and, you know, gave me a couple of fractions of a penny. because it's not even a penny for each ad, right? But I really appreciate you guys. D. Bryant, thank you so much for my first super chat, that $10 super chat. I really appreciate that, bro. Love the support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that smashed the thumbs up on this video. I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much. Of course, I'm going to have another video coming pretty soon. I already have it. I need to edit it and then upload it and so on and so forth. And then I still need to make a couple more videos. But I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to stop by this live stream and show me love and support. Like I said, smash the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. All right. Once again, my name is Dwayne with My Investment Journey, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace. Later, guys. Have a great week.